a lot of people don't know my wife's been pregnant. Got it. Okay, perfect. We're being live streamed. Cool. I'm just letting it go through so we can go into that. And we are live. You guys still hear me? Hey guys, we're gonna be doing a really cool call today. We're gonna be talking about the 12 days of Christmas. So I gotta mute this thing out. Okay. All right. We're good. We're live. Okay, we're good now. Okay. All right. So here we go. Anybody that's on this call, this is going to be a really important call for the next 12 days. And after that, this call won't probably be as important. So if you get a chance to share this with your team right away so they can take advantage of all the fun things we're having over the next few days. Yes, I was talking about my wife and miscarriages, and I was talking about my reading challenges over time. I will do another call on that sometime later. I do like to share those stories to show people that my wife and I were reflecting back on all the miscarriages that we had. And we're just thinking, like, if we wouldn't have had those, we wouldn't have our little Charlotte, and we wouldn't have had our little Isabella today, right? And it's kind of weird, and it's sad in one hand. On the other hand, we're like super grateful that we have these young, healthy children. At the time, you could have never fathomed that, right? But now we were just reflecting kind of like with mixed emotions on the whole process, but with a true gratitude. Her having her last baby in her 40s, so it's not like she's a spring chicken. My wife's gonna have high risk pregnancy for every pregnancy. So just to kind of put it in perspective. So, lots of fun processes there, but lots of lessons and learning in that journey. But that's not for this call. I just want to really say, first off, everybody that came to Epic, I was super, super excited about you coming. Over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to have all the new champs do some talking on some of our calls. So I'm going to probably interview them and have them do a call so that they can learn some of their strategies of how they became champ and learn more about their story. But for today, I really want to break down and simplify this process of what's going on, right? We have really three main things happening today, and it's going to be ultimately two main things throughout the rest of the month or up to the holidays. So number one, gummies just dropped. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Number two, we have the holiday hustles for that promoter mindset for people that want to get some extra incentives around that. And then we're going to talk about the 12 days of Christmas. But what I want to tell everybody is the number one thing in this time of the year, what we really want to do is we have to take a few minutes and really slow down to go faster. Compartmentalize. With the holidays brings other stresses. We're planning parties. We have other things. We just have distractions or things going on. There's your favorite football game that's going to be on TV. Whatever it is, you got to get your holiday show in that you don't normally spend time on. So what I want you to do is be okay with compartmentalizing, and really each week or even each morning, take 20 minutes and then plan out your day. Give yourself a window of time to work. Let's not try to catch up at the end of the day. Now I'm talking to you as I'm talking to myself. It's easy for me. I wake up, sick kids, sick wife, and I'm like trying to just get to the point of my day. But if I don't take that time and really compartmentalize for at least 10, 15, 20 minutes in the morning to set myself up, I feel overwhelmed by the end of the day. And that's not going to attract the right audience. So that's my first piece of advice to everybody. Doesn't matter what the promo is, doesn't matter what's going on. Take a moment for you to put yourself in a position to win here. Second thing, when you take those moments, I want you to get excited, right? All I can think about right now, true story, I've always seen myself as a legend and prove it. But it's interesting is that after this weekend, and I don't know why, I had a lot of gratitude for Jesse Lee to hit legend. It was just really cool. I mean, it was exciting to Michael. I was a big part of Michael's, played a big role in a lot of the other creations of legends. And for me, it was really cool to see her achieve that, and Sasha over in Germany to achieve that. And all I can see now in my head is when I shut my eyes, I just see legend and me walking across that stage. And it's funny because that's not the thing that's ever motivated me. Like the stage thing isn't something that, like, being recognized for winning things isn't something that gets my juices flowing. There's a sense of pride when I see that legend and me walking across. So hopefully you can feel that pride in yourself and whatever that goal is for you. If it's to hit rank 6 or rank 7, or if it's Samantha going for rank 9 this year in 2023, is it, you see yourself on that stage in that 750,000 K, champion, and you can visualize it and feel it, and then maybe see some teammates up there, right? I see Kate running towards rank 10. I see Cameron running to rank 10. I see Samantha. I see Amanda. I see Norma becoming a strong pro champ. I see in my mind, I shut my eyes and I see Lynn with 3 champs with her. Like I don't see anybody else on the screen, by the way, so I just see myself. So if I'm just saying names because they're just coming to my head, but that's to me what I hope that you can feel each day as you're planning out your day or planning out your week. With that said and done, I'm going to kick it over to Kate. She's going to go through the holiday hustle, and I want you to ask questions. If something's confused, slow down, ask her a question, and let's get it answered. And then we're going to move to Gummy Bear Drop, and then I'm going to finish with the 12 Days of Christmas, me and Norma. So Mudita, Mike D, thank you for that. All right, Kate, I'm kicking over to you.
All right, awesome. Hello, everybody. Happy to be on here. My name is Kate Higdon. I'm coming to y'all from Owensboro, Kentucky. I was really excited. Dustin was like, here are the topics. Who wants to do what? And I'm like, holiday hustle, because y'all, December is my prove-it-versary. Did anybody else join as a promoter in December? Put a 1 in the chat if you're a December prover baby. I was a December prover baby. I joined on December 15th. And the reason why that's important to me is I think a lot of us for whatever reason, count December out. We think people aren't going to want to spend the money on a promoter pack. We think people aren't thinking about that. And I want you to know that that's not actually true. Like for me, December was a moment where it hit me. I was broke. I had no other options. I could not make more money. I couldn't get out of the situation that I had without a plan B. So in December, I was thinking, I don't know how I'm going to fill my kids' Christmas stocking. It brings us back to a money mindset in December. Does that make sense, everybody? So people are thinking about this. So let's talk about this holiday hustle. Ask questions. It is new. So if you may ask a question, I might be like, Cameron, you know the answer to this one. So just none of us are like experts at all of this. We're all figuring it out. And if you get like pulses and you're like, what the heck is this? Like always ask questions and know like we're all figuring it out. And guess what is really like my favorite thing? You don't even have to know everything to move. You don't, right? So everybody, okay. So let's talk about this holiday hustle. In your Pulse app, we're going to pull out our lovely little Pulse app here. And we are going to go down to this little lightning bolt. Does everybody see that? The lightning bolt action. And we're going to click on that. Okay. Click on the lightning bolt. And then up here at the top, it says offers. We're going to click on offers. Look at my lovely fingernails. These are my space themed fingernails. I'm just really excited. Okay, here is what we're talking about. This is the holiday hustle right here. Every single person on this call, unless you've already given them away because you're a rock star, you have discount links right now, 2 discount links. Where if you have someone that's interested in partnering with you in this business, you can send them a link and it's basically like a coupon code and they're going to get $50 off the max trial pack or $100 off the mega trial pack. I'm going to say that again. You have 2 coupon links right here. You can say share Blitz link and you can send that to someone who wants to join your business. They can either get $50 off a max or $100 off a mega. And yet there is more. If you use all 2 different links, if you use all 2 links before the 15th of this month, guess what? Prove It's going to give you 2 more links. All right. So you can keep going. You can keep rolling. And yet there is more. If you attract 2 people to buy a max trial pack builder, you're going to get a $100 bonus. If you get 2 people to get the mega trial pack, you get a $200 bonus. And there's more. You keep going, you keep getting those bonuses. You keep getting those bonuses. Everybody following me here? Everyone following me? Okay. I'm gonna give you a little I want you to ask questions, so you can put them in the chat or you can unmute. It's totally okay. Okay. This isn't like a company call, like big company call. You have to be afraid to ask a question. Like, don't be, first of all, but ask a question if you have them. But here's what I want to ask you all. Do you believe that your 2023 will be better in your business if you have business partners doing this with you? Okay. So I'm just going to go very short, and then I actually have to hop off of here. I have a photo session at my studio, but I want to give you a little insight that happened to me on my way to Epic, because my husband and I drove 11 hours, not a fan, but he likes to drive. And he's looking at me because I attract customers like daily. Like I'm a customer getter. But promoters, I've kind of had a little bit of a challenge there. I only get like a couple, one here and there. And he's like, Kate, I don't get it. Like, I don't get, like, you can attract people to this conversation. You can attract them and support them in ordering their product, and customers are just flocking to you. Why is it so hard for you to do this as a promoter? And he said, I think I know what it is. When it's a product, you're selling something tangible. You're selling something tangible. When it's the business, you feel like you're selling a dream. And it's intangible. So he said, think about when you're talking about the business with people, truly think to yourself, what tangible things do you have to offer to people when they join your business? And some of you are like, I don't have anything. I don't have anything. Yes, you do. You have this team right here. You have a system that works. You have coaches that work, coaches that you can plug these people into. You have Facebook groups with Prove It. Maybe your team has Facebook groups. There are video tutorials. Dustin has an entire YouTube site with all of these trainings. You do have tangible things. You're not just selling hopes and dreams. When you feel that way, and when you know that, you have more certainty in having that conversation. So I would really ask yourself, like, what do you have that is tangible that when someone joins your business, you can actually physically give them? And you do have those things. It's not just a hope. It's not just a dream. That makes sense, everybody? When you feel that way, you can have that conversation with more certainty. So does anybody have any questions about this holiday hustle? Corey's like, I just got on. Can you please repeat all of that? I see you, Corey Calvin.
Hey, Kate, just for clarification.
Yeah.
The links that are there. I heard you say that you can share 2 and then you can get 2 more, but those first shared links must be signed up with with promoters.
Yes.
Right? If you want to add that.
Yes. Yes. So you only get 2 more links when your 2 links aren't just shared, but used. Okay. Like, you can't just share them to your mom and your cousin who don't become promoters and get 2 more. When those links are utilized, you get 2 more. Yes, they still pay the $49 annual membership, Patty. Yes.
And this is it's use that as there's a strategy, because within 24 hours, I think it is, or 48 hours, if you share the link, if they don't use it, it gets put back into your box. They lose access to it. So just say, hey, listen, I only get 2. I think you could be one of them, and you get $100 off, but you only get 24 hours. Otherwise, it's going to be recycled back to me, so I can share it with somebody else. So that's a strategy. It's the same strategy we had when we launched Prove It. Actually, it's what we used for the launch of the company. So really, really exciting. Thanks, Kate. Everybody in the chat, do me a huge favor. Put down, what are the 3 biggest benefits you got from Prove It, not from ketones. Well, I guess from health is also, but what are the things that you got from Prove It? Like, what are those? I want you to think about that when you're talking about the opportunity.
Do you need salt and pepper for your?
Glenn, if you don't mind. But here's the thing I want you to think about, guys, is in 2023, it's time to have the Prove It conversation. That doesn't necessarily mean being a promoter. It means that it's no longer the keto conversation. It's the Prove It conversation. It's we're offering people if a fasting protocol. We're offering people, drinking ketones daily. We have different systems that can be articulated in different ways, but we're also offering people the ability to grow as a person. We're offering them a financial opportunity. So this is something I'm pushing the whole company towards, is like, I don't want to hear from stage, even Brian, say it's the keto conversation. No, it's the prove it conversation. So I want everybody to own that. It's the prove it conversation. So in the chat, if you haven't put it in there, my chat's not up. So, but I want you to put down there, what are the things that you've gotten from Prove It? Because that's all Kate has to share to start attracting business builders, right? And remember, they may have to have a health transformation before they become a promoter, right? That might be part of it. Bobby, you're on here, you had to get healthy, and then now the opportunity became real to you. And that's okay for it to be that process, right? It's okay for people to come in with the business. It's okay for you to come in with the product, but let's have the whole conversation and let them make that choices. So with that said and done, I'm going to kick it over to Miss Lynn Knowles. She's going to talk a little bit about what you can do with Gummy Bear Drop. And then we're going to wrap up with the 12 days of Christmas. So, Miss Lynn, can you give some tips around how to drop Gummy Bear? Why is it so exciting? And I'm actually drinking it right now, and it's really good. I don't like most flavors, just so you guys know. I'm like the same person, same flavor. I actually will drink this daily, which is pretty cool for me.
Awesome. Hey, everyone. Good morning, or it's afternoon, isn't it? It's already afternoon. Lynn Knowles coming to you from Florida. Thanks, Dustin. Listen, do me a favor. I know Dustin just asked you to put in the chat the 3 biggest benefits you've gotten. But if you don't mind, if you have your hands on this already, whether you were at Epic and got some or you've gotten it through someone else, let me know how many people actually have a package of Gummy Bear. Drop a 10. I'm going to ask you to drop a 10. I'm going to tell you why in a minute. Drop a 10 if you do. Jennifer Mann, Mike D. Who else has some Gummy Bear on them? Okay. I'm seeing a few people do. All right. Perfect. You can utilize that package for so much. And if you don't have one, don't get discouraged. Do not get discouraged. I want you to reach out to your leader, a pro champ above you, someone, and ask them if they will go live with you today, because they've got one of these and they can actually do a taste test with you on a live and tell everyone all about it, how great it is, what the flavor tastes like, and why they want to grab one now before we run out, right? So that's going to be my first tip for you, is if you don't have it, I know a lot of people are like, well, I don't have that. Okay, that's number 1. You can do that. Number 2, if you go in to the Prove It promoter page, there's some videos there. There's lots and lots of pictures that people have taken with this, and you can use that on your social media. It's there for you to use. So go to the Prove It page, the Prove It corporate page, scroll around, look, there's going to be a bunch of pictures there. And if you are in a thread with your champ, they might have already shared some of those pictures in there. So make sure you're staying on top of that, and make sure you get this in your stories today. There is a song that you can put with it. It's called Gummy Bears. I've been using it since we were at Epic with all of my social media. It's kind of a fun song. You can use that with it, but make sure you put your link in there when you put this on social media. If you need some help with that, reach out to your champ. They can help you if you're not certain how to get your link on your stories. It's a great tool. So those are 2 things that I love to do on social media, right? The reason I asked you to drop a 10 a minute ago is because I don't know if you were on the call last night, the company call where we were talking about all of this amazing stuff that Santa BU is giving us. One thing that he's doing is if you sell 10 boxes of gummy bears today, 10 boxes to yourself, to your customers, your promoters buy it, all of those things, we are going to have the largest flavor drop that this company has ever seen, with one of the best flavors I've ever tasted. And we're going to be able to take this flavor and all the new flavors, and we're going to learn how easy it is to get these out. Now, if you get some yourself, right? If you buy some boxes yourself, you can definitely sell them in trials. Number 1. And number 2, the other thing you can really do is even add them to some of these other great flavors that we have. See these other flavors like rainbow candy and things that we have. You can do specialty flavor drops, right? If you maybe just get one box, you can get at least one of these packets out because it's going to be back, right? So those are some of my tips. But that 10 boxes, if you get those out, and if you're running for the Bahamas, if you're trying to capture extra snowflakes, all of those tokens that we're getting, I just want to say this for everyone that's running for that. I want to make sure I get this right. If you sell a box of ketones to a current customer or a current promoter, you're going to get one extra snowflake or token. If you sell a box to a brand new customer for new QV, right? New QV, you're going to get 3 for every box you sell. So all of those new customers you're bringing on today, make sure you tell them all about Gummy Bear. If you buy 1 box or 2 boxes, it's going to be full price. If you buy 3 boxes, you're going to get the 22% off. I don't know about you. I'm a 3-box girl. I always start with 3 boxes and work backwards, if you will. It's a great way for everyone to utilize this brand new flavor. Also think about, it's the holidays. A lot of people would love to share this with their family. It's a great way for them to add an extra box, grab those 3 boxes and have an extra box to put in stocking stuffers and do things like that. So I don't know if there's anything else I need to cover. Does anyone have any questions?
Hey,
Gummy Bear question.
Dustin,
Go
can
ahead,
you hear
Cam.
me? Okay,
Yeah, ma'am.
real quick, because I got to jump out of my car. I was just going to share 2 things that I did. I'm super focused on the snowflakes and the gummy bear personally. So I did something new to try it out. It's the first time I've ever done it, but it's just kind of a little play on marketing. And I offered to my customers and basically everybody in my list that I have everywhere to a half box option for gummy bear. I also, of course, said, if you want to load up, go buy your boxes here. But I did a 10 pack and I don't usually do that. But the reason I did it is because there are a lot of people that are like, oh, I wish somebody would split a box with me. So I sold a 10 pack as a trial pack option because I know if it gets down to it and I'm close enough and I can buy those boxes of gummy bear and I know that I've got them sold. It's just a way to move more, right? We need to be creative and resourceful in this effort of 10 boxes. Maybe we've never pushed ourselves that big, but to me, I usually get like 5 and I'm like, okay, 10, I got to get creative and try new things. So that's one thing. And then another thing is I'm offering, because of the Snowflake Challenge being geared around new personal qualifying volume, every new person that I talk to, I'm just telling them that I'm doing a special right now where brand new customers get a gift from me when they order. And that'll just be anywhere from 1 to 3 packs of a special flavor or maybe one of those little zipper bags. But right now I want every new person to order because I want to get those snowflakes. So I just want to throw that in as something that I'm doing. I also want to remind everyone here, as I was seeing Lynn with all that amazing product display behind her, none of us started with a huge inventory of product and thousands of dollars of ketones. We've built it up. Can you guys mute out, by the way, if you're not muted? Thank you. We started out with 1 box and we got determined and inspired by seeing other people with a big inventory, and we figured out a way to make that happen. And it all starts with just making that initial investment and selling that and getting the return and keeping it going from there. So just want to throw that in there. Thank you guys. Awesome tips today.
That's fire. That is fire. Thanks, Cameron. I'm going to throw something else at you guys. I don't know, Cameron just said something really, really important. Those of us that have been doing this for a while, we've built some inventory up. And I started thinking about, and I know this is getting off a little track, but I'm going to throw it out there to those of you who would like to try this. I sent out this to all of my existing customers today. If they buy 1 box of gummy bears, I'm going to send them a 1-day trial of our iFast. I have the product on hand. If you do, and you feel like these are customers that you want to give them a gift, you want to say, thank you for your loyalty. You want to say, I love you and thank you for supporting me all of this time. I know that we've helped each other. I'm doing that. And that's a big one. That's a big one, but it's something that I feel like my loyal customers are going to do, and I want to reward them. Dustin, I know that's a big one. What do you think about that? You're muted.
Awesome,
There you
awesome. Yes, I am. I'm actually, my dentist is right there. I'm charging the car. She messaged me. She goes, "Can I get some? Can I get some ketones before I go on my trip this weekend?" She just ordered. So, all right. So, thanks, Lynn. Gummy is exciting. It's, like I said, it's actually really, really good. If you haven't tried it, try it. Get it and start sharing it. Remember, these flavors are ways to create more attraction. I hope that makes sense. All the flavors are ways to create conversations. Ketones and Prove It is the ultimate message. But so the free gift idea is a really good idea. And before I kick it over to Norma, we're going to touch a little bit about the 12 days of Christmas. I want you to think about something. Like, I'm not going to say the numbers, but I truly believe the reason why we've have not just the success and Prove It that we've had, but we have a business forever. Like, honestly, guys, I could probably just retire and just ride off in the sunset. I'm not nowhere near going to do that. And as you can know, I have a lot of energy and I have big goals. But the reality is, the reason why is because we invested in our business. So too many people, when they get set up, like, you know, I've been to Singapore, I've been to Australia, I've been to Hong Kong, we've been to Taiwan, I've been to all throughout Europe, I've been almost in every state in America. And yes, I don't travel as much as I used to, but the reality is that's an investment into my business. Sometimes I would spend $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 that didn't pay me for a year. My wife is like, "Does this make sense?" And then later, the ripple effect makes sense. So I want you to think about that. I'm saying this because Christmas is here. People are going through whatever they're going through. And to me, it's one of the most wonderful times of the year. We love it. Our family loves it. We just have so much fun. But what a great gift. And this is where I want you to go to your heart for a second. And I know Gummy Bear's one of them. I mean, I literally have the original pack of ketones. And I'm thinking about right now, how can I be really creative and give somebody a gift of the original pack of ketones? And this thing's value, you probably could sell it for $400 or $500. Truth is, like, and funny story is my ex-wife is who gave it to me. Give it back. I traded her off for it. She gave it to me for a box of ketones, and she kept them. And they're in a Ziploc bag, and they're perfect. But that's another story. But my point is this is the time to give. Right? Invest. I promise you, take that $130 or take the 3 boxes and go and give this to your people and just say from the bottom of your heart, maybe you wrap it up a little bit of bow and just say, "I just want to thank you. I'm grateful for you to believe it in me that tried ketones to see if this could help change your life." Give that. I promise you, it'll create a ripple effect that's huge. And it takes time. I'm really bad. I don't like gifts necessarily. So I have to work extra hard to give gifts away. I'd rather give words of affirmation and money. I don't really do the gift thing. And it's something I've had to work towards. But this is a great tool to do that. So I'm glad you guys, that's been a common theme from every one of you who've said that as a gift. And I know Norma, she said it to me on a text, so I stole that from her. So Norma, I'm gonna let you talk a little bit about the 12 days of Christmas. I'm gonna tie a bow on everything, and then we're gonna have an awesome, fun day, guys.
Hey guys, this is Norma from, if you don't know me.
Really quick, give her a big shot. She's our new champ. There's other new champs out there. Carrie, I know you're on, Mary Beth, but give Norma a big shout out as a new champ.
Thank you.
She crushed it this year at the stage at Epic, so it was really fun to watch.
Thanks, Dustin. Thanks everybody. But if you don't know me, I'm Norma Chaplin, Wilson, or Calhoun. However you follow me, I've got 3 different last names, and 2023, I'm going to get it down to 1. But yeah, this year was great. And thank you, Dustin. Now I lost my train of thought because I had my son messaging me, "Mom, you forgot to put lunch money in my account." So I was trying to hurry up and do that before I got on here. So you heard Cameron and Lynn speak about the snowflakes. Not sure if you caught the training last night or if you even checked your pulse this morning, but Prove It is offering another amazing tool for us to use to earn some prizes, and we get to collect snowflakes with these 12 days of sleighs, what they're titling it, and earn some holiday money. So that's all extra and really cool for us to use. What we need to know is that if you don't know this already, that each box of NAT with the QVC is worth 80 points, right? And what we're going to do is collect 200 new personal volume so that you can earn 1 snowflake. All right. And each box is going to be 80 points. So you can add up Is 3 boxes, of course, is 320, which is great to use as a tool with the gummy bears, because if you buy 3 boxes of gummy bears, you're also going to save the 22% off and then cover your points for each day. So each day, starting today through the 9th, we have a chance to collect points for the snowflake. But Pruvit is also offering us a mystery gift that starts today. Now, we don't know what this mystery gift is. There's going to be a different one for each of the 12 days, and we won't know about what the gift is until the end of the day. You can achieve this gift, again, by getting your 200 new personal QV points. All right. So when you achieve the 200 points, you're going to get your mystery gift, and then you're going to get a snowflake. 5 snowflakes in addition to the mystery gift. You're also going to get $100 for 5 snowflakes. You're going to receive $250 for 10 snowflakes, $500 for 15, $2,000 for 25 snowflakes, and for 50 snowflakes, you're going to get $4,000 with a mystery gift each day. I have never, since I've been on board, and I've been on board with Pruvit for 5 years, I have never seen these type of promotions ever. I mean, we got the holiday hustle with bonuses and discounts for new promoters. We've got the gummy bear drop for us to use for these promotions. We've got this now 12 days to slay with mystery prizes. And these mystery prizes, Blake was mentioning this last night, it could be event tickets for the future events that are coming. It could be Pruvit gear. It could be a new product that we get to have prior, like a couple months in advance before anybody even knows about it. All kinds of cool prizes during these 12 days with these mystery gifts. Oh, and the big thing, how many people here, type of 1 in the chat, if you're running for the Bahamas, or maybe you've only hit 1 MVP and you need an extra MVP, or maybe you're just brand new. Here's your chance to, if you get your snowflakes, you need to have 10 snowflakes.
Hey, Lynn, leave that lung and mute out.
Sorry.
It's okay. If you get 10 snowflakes, you get this is an extra bonus. You get an MVP pass towards the Bahamas trip. How cool is that? So, I would definitely be working on that. There's so many different parts to this 12-day slay, hustle, everything that's going on. I couldn't even wrap my mind around it last night. I couldn't sleep because I was excited. Like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? One thing I just mentioned to Dustin, who's asked me what we could do with this program. What's been working for me lately, I typed on Facebook events to find out what events are going on in my area here. And there's several different little booths and stuff that are going on. But I also, it's because some of the events you have to sign up in advance. Not last weekend, it was Tuesday. Today is Thursday. Yeah, it was Tuesday night. There was an event that I didn't get to sign up for, but they let me come just to walk around. And I brought my card. I brought some trial packs with me. And I just started talking to people. Now, I know that's kind of hard for some people to just go out and start talking about ketones. But when you're around a bunch of women or tables or whatever, and people are selling, you just kind of hear conversations to the side. Like I heard a couple of women talking about their kids, and they were just saying, yeah, I didn't get any sleep last night. My kids have been going all day and I'm really super tired. And I just kind of did what some of the other pro champs have mentioned before. I just kind of said, look, I used to be that same way. I used to be super tired too. She was drinking a Monster drink at the time. And I said, those Monster drinks, I don't eat. She was kind of a friend of mine. I said, those Monster drinks aren't really healthy, right? They're just going to make you crash worse when you're finished with them. And I said, here, why don't you try one of these? You kind of already know what I do. And I know you're wanting to, have a sample. We just haven't connected or whatever, but I gave her a heart tart. So that was one thing that I've done. And she's actually messaged me back. I just haven't had a chance to message her back today. But another thing that I'm doing, because I'm kind of in crunch mode here. We've got 12 days to get, our snowflake points every day. I've been doing stocking stuffers. I've been just doing 2 packs, one caffeinated one and one decaf. I've been giving them a super cool price on it. So that way they'll have one in the morning, have one in the afternoon, or just have 2 days, and then I'm calling them back in 2 days because I don't have time for a 10-day pack. I mean, some people will want that. I get, but I'm going for the snowflakes. I need people to sign up online. I'm trying to figure out how I can have them taste the ketones and then follow up and then get them signed up online so that I can get the new personal volume points. So it'll go towards my snowflake. Anybody have any questions? I was kind of saying that kind of fast because I was getting fired up again.
You did great. You did. Any questions at all? I'm going to do a typo on the snowflake. But any other questions? Baba, I'm a gummy bear in a gummy world, like a gummy girl. I don't know why that's in my head. Get out of my head. No questions. Okay, cool. So here's what I want everybody to think about. Okay, so there's 2 ways, and I'm speaking from how I've felt in the past. I sometimes feel like I'm overwhelmed because there's another thing each day. And then I just feel like I'm selling something all the time. Does anybody else either have that feeling or aware of that feeling? So give me a little jazz hands just so I can see if there is. Okay. Okay. Cool. I do have to go back to a tip. I thought of you, Shannon, when Norma said about the events. If you guys on Facebook, if you go and you can search events in your area, here's another secret of that. If you go to the event, and I encourage you to go, what your number one outcome should be is to how many people you can meet and message. So you go back to the event and you message all the people you met. Oh my God, it was great meeting you at the event. Then if you didn't meet them, you can say, hey, I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to speak at the event. I hope you're well. I hope you had a great time last night. So now you're in your messenger chat with all the people at the event having a conversation. Just something to keep in mind. It's a really cool strategy I learned a long time ago. It's the extra work, but it will do another follow-up. So something, Norma, I love that you said that, but it's also a way to follow up for you people that like to do belly to belly. Get out there and do some belly to belly. If you don't like belly to belly, crush your social. Let's go. Okay. Like me, I can sometimes get a little overwhelmed. One of the things, however, I'm going to, yes, Amanda, if I can read it, if you want me to, project that are using it. So, Amanda Turner is going to, Amanda Dean, actually, I don't know how to say her last name, just like I don't know which last name to use for Norma. Amanda's going to put some stuff in the chat for people that want to send out messages. So watch the chat box. She's going to put out a message for everybody that wants to send out a message to people about Gummy Bear. So thanks, Amanda, for doing that. I truly appreciate it. As everybody's now looking at that, they're going to stop looking at me. So look at me. You can always go back to the chat. We won't get back at that. Look at me, please. So here's what I want you to think about is, remember, set yourself up for the day. I want you to take a moment and set your day up. Okay, number one. Number two, I want you to set your week up. Schedule out your time that you're going to commit to this. You know, if you're relatively new and you don't have 5,000 people to talk to, well, then it's going to be very small, intimate, isolated conversations. Okay. Do you want to sell to the same person for 12 days in a row? Probably not. You want to build more relationship, more rapport, and think from your heart. Is it something that can serve them? Okay. That's number one. Number two, if you're going to use social media as a way to ramp up this strategy, remember if you haven't seen the piggy bake training, definitely watch the piggy bake training. If we haven't done one recently, we'll do another one. But if you're going to post every day about ketones, and I'm going to every day for the next 12 days, what I'm going to do is I'm going to offset my posting. Most of it going to be on stories, right? Just so you know, I'm going to do a live every day about whatever we're doing. I'm going to add additional value. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to ramp up my other posting. So if I'm going to do on the Keto Pro page, I'm going to do more recipes, more transformations, more keto tips. And then I can drop a product. So I'm going to offset my strategy. So instead of posting maybe one or twice a week about a new product or new something or not, drink ketones, I'm going to post every day, but I'm going to ramp up my other posting. So my page will still feel like it's all me. And then I'm going to implement and integrate more of the of the promotions of what we're selling. Because here's the thing is the person that you tried to get on day 1 might not buy till day 7. Okay. If you don't keep the conversation up, what then happens is they don't buy at all until day 13 after the promo. And then they feel like they missed out. How many people missed out on the BOGO and they were mad the next day? Well, I wanted the discount. Well, because they only saw the last 2 days, they didn't take action because they weren't even aware of it yet. So that's just a strategy I want you to think about. Set yourself up in your day. Know that every 12 days it's going to be really fun, and get excited about it. And just know that if you're putting out the right message from the right heart, that we can change people's life, then it's going to come across the right way. But just remember, this is about you becoming the best you can be. So if you're using social media as a strategy, I want you to ramp up. If you're a person that if you talk about cats, post more about your cats. Put more of you out there, so that it's not just sell on your channel because it's the 12 days of Christmas. Have fun with it. Do a post on, is the 12 days of Christmas song and a partridge and a pear tree, and then do it like a meme around that. I'm making this up. Sounds like a good idea. And so then have it kind of intertwined with your ketone conversation. So if I went to your page, I'd be like, this girl's whoever, and she loves this product, and there's a really cool thing that they're doing. Tell people that you're doing 12 days of Christmas. Tell people like let it be real to you all. So I just wanted to share that from my heart. Y'all, this month we're setting everybody up to have a fun, exciting holiday, to give and share and love at the same time as we know that 2023 is going to be huge. Has anybody got some traction off of the fasting technique? Right? Did you guys notice a lot of fasting? People were literally like, there was a lot of engagement around the fasting, and yet they're still drinking ketones. We just use the word fasting rather than ketones, and you see all the engagement. Fasting is going to be a big part of our conversation next year. Remember, the Prove It conversation is we're going to have the iFast. Prove It's iFast. Come try it. Come check it out. It's going to be an entry point. You're going to enter in to the conversation using a fasting strategy rather than a ketone conversation, right? So the next year is going to be fun. We're going to have a lot more lures to come in. And last little thing I'm really excited about is we get to get back and start ordering our Sunbasket meals. So if you haven't went back to Sunbasket, go back and go to sunbasket.com, log in and order your meals. Yes, they'll have low carb options. We're not going to just get low carb options. We're going to get a variety of options because everybody in our family is in different places. And so I missed it. I missed it more than I could have. I mean, once you get into meals and then you stop meals, it's like a dagger in the belly. It was so hard for the last 3 months not having meals. So I'm super happy to have those back. And yes, you do get Prove It bucks for people that order the meals, which is really, really exciting. So with that said and done, y'all, any questions before I hop off? Amanda did go back and read that. I don't know what she said because I'm not in my chat thread. Please,
Dustin.
I'm going to share this out to the world. So go ahead, Norma. I'm going to share this out with it, and it'll be on my YouTube channel. I will pulse it out here shortly, so everybody gets access to that.
Just 2 things I just wanted to mention real quick. This can be very overwhelming for new people, and you're like, oh my God, I can't do this or whatever, or I'm scared. Just remember to go to your support person. If you're doing strategies that haven't worked yet, then go, you might want to reach out to somebody and explain to them what you're doing. Maybe they can think of a different idea for you to use that could switch things for you. Doing the same thing every day and not getting any results and still doing them is not going to get you any results. So maybe you can switch it up with some different ideas. And 2, just remember everything that we're doing this month, we're planting these seeds this month. A lot of them, hopefully with everybody, is going to bring you even more success in January and February and March of next year. So those are my 2 extra tips.
I don't have an extra tip, Dustin, but I got something really quick about the Sunbasket thing, because if you weren't an Epic, you might have not heard. When you go to sunbasket.com, you will log in. There's an area there that says pay through Prove It or something with Prove It. Make sure you go in that way, because then it will go right through your Prove It account and you will get credit, whatever that credit's going to be down the road. But make sure you sign up that way, Dustin. It's super important. If not, you'll have to cancel your subscription and start over. And I know because I did it.
Yes. So definitely go through your Prove It account, Sunbasket. You can go through your customer account if you want, and then you get credit for your own, little credit that way too. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Everybody give Norma a shout out. Everybody give Lynn a shout out, Kate, shout out Cameron. I appreciate you, Amanda. And Norma, this is kind of like officially your first time of really putting a training together, even though I threw her a little bit on the spot. So I appreciate it. She shares a lot, but I truly appreciate that. I'm going to be interviewing. So all you champs, hit me a message. I want to be doing a little interview with you using my StreamYard technology. And I want to do a little interview with you, and that way we can put that in the training session. So not just, it's a little of your story, a little bit of some tips for you guys. Y'all, I mean, if you know, Norma's been in, Carrie's been in for a year, just hit champ. Norma's been in for 5 years, hit champ. I'm just telling you, it's a process, maybe 6 years. And it has nothing against what Norma was doing. They're literally, Norma started when she lived in Saudi Arabia. You know what I mean? Like wasn't even in this country when she started. So there's just a lot of complexities to this journey. And it almost never can. Anyway, I'm rambling, but let's have a fun month. And all you new people, we love you. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have guidance and questions. And just remember, be you. This is about you becoming the best version of yourself, and find a way to share more of who you are to more people, and know that you have a process and a community to support them in their future if they're open. I think that it was invite everybody and let enthusiasm separate it, or something like that. James Rice said. I thought that was really powerful. So invite everybody. With that said, then you guys have a great Thursday. Let's have some fun. Gummy Bear Gummy World is taking place right now, and I appreciate y'all. Cheers.
Okay.
Gummy Bear in a Gummy World.